we know is the first certified PM of 2023. Ganesh, Naeem, Arun, Junaid, Ramesh, Shahid, Sandeep, Naula, Rupar, Onkar, Nishit, Sulaiman, Mohit, Mati, Leo, Uram, Halim, Ghazi, Harun, Ahmad, Afla, Abu Bakr, Ghazan, Ikram, Philip, Tayyib, Aslan, Madhiya, Hassan, Ajay, Ikir, Gavin, Naseem, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, Zia, Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Imran, Tahir, Azad, Griffith, Ajay, Ali Numan, Mufi, Mansoor, Prashant, Asma, Ki, Bhai, Fiaz, Garin, Ibrahim, Shakil, Devani, Talha, Adnan, Akmal, Azam, Bas, Mangesh, Murli, Nag, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chetali, Asad, Moss, Rizwan, Abbas, Shakil, Shafiq, Karita, Fantas, Yakar, Kodan, Tushar, Rizwan, Matt, Avas, Aziz, Ahmed, Sukur, Ibrahim, Rajesh, Sachin, Rais, Yasir, Michael, Makura, Irfan, Hassan, Ijaz, Binu, Atif, Ankush, Selwa, A Love Story, Shri, Durga, Vivek, Kalyan, Sagar, Fahd, Ali, Satish, Rizwan, Was, Abis, Razak, Yusuf, Wakash, Vinay, Vishali, Umesh, Uday, Chandala, Sunila, Sauvik, Sibai, Saurabh, Satish, Sani, Saad, Genius, Atine, Amir, Mohit, Dasir, Mohit, Mohammed, Minhaj, Das, Smile, Nassim, Hassan, Hasib, Farid, Farhan, Ittisham, Dr. Jitin, Shadab, Badar, Atim, Anushpa, Amar, Amaya, Ali, Akash, Adam, Wasif, Nasir is my PMP number 597. We are ending this year with a bang. 597 PMP with 99% success record. Are you ready, guys? I'm extremely happy to embark on this new journey with you guys to start the first EST coaching call. You see, I still remember when I started the coaching calls back in 2020 when at the peak of COVID. So that was a milestone. Now, today, it's an important milestone that since I moved to USA, I have started this EST coaching call that is in addition to the already coaching calls that we are doing. So thank you very much for joining wherever you are, and feel free to like it, comment it, share it with all the people so that more and more people can join, because the purpose of this coaching call is very straightforward. The purpose of this coaching call is help you to understand how the PMP works, to help you understand how to solve question answers. We'll try to limit it into 30 minutes, but we'll see as we move forward if we can do it 1 or 1.5 hour. I haven't booked any time for this. I am here with you guys as long as you have any question that you may need my help for that. So I am here with you, and thank you once again for joining. Satya, good to have you. Okay, Amir Sohail, good to have you. And guys, of course, do like and comment. So if you have any question that you may have regarding PMP, feel free to ask. One more thing, my batch program is starting this Friday. So if you are among those people who haven't taken that training, you can also take that training and we can work onto that way. So yeah, let's start working into that. Before I move into solving question answers, I want to emphasize a very important thing. PMP exam is not based on any book. Even I have written up my book, and that book is, let me see, somewhere here. Yeah, that book is here, and that book covers each and every single concept that you may need for PMP. But you don't even need to read my book, although this book gives you the most simplest form, but you don't need to read any book to part PMP exam. To pass the PMP exam, the only thing that you need is mastering exam content outline, understanding each and every single thing, the flow of PMP. For that thing, I have put a lot of content into that. I also put recently exam content outline second video, the second series. So I highly recommend you guys, it's free of cost, watch that second video. If you haven't watched that video, I'm sharing a link here. Please have a look into that video is the second part that is going to help you. There's also first video, do look into that. And as we move forward, never miss that exam content outline video, because that videos are gonna give you an added advantage into that. Okay, that's a new series, just like my journey videos, pathway videos, and so many other things. This video will help you into that. So yeah, let's keep moving forward. I just shared the link of that video. Hi Arif, good to see you. Hi Sarke, good to have you. Hi Wendy, good to have you. Okay, so let's keep moving into that context. The first thing. Second thing, solving questions in PMP. Whenever we are solving question in PMP, we need to understand a very important thing, that how to solve question answers. Solving question answer, one of the key in solving question answer is to look into the context, how to solve the questions. And for that, I have written a small booklet, 7 step formula. It's, and I highly recommend, if you haven't received your copy, get your copy. It's free of cost. Okay, get your copy, read it, go through that booklet. If you don't want to go, just understand these steps. Read the question slowly. The first and the most important thing, and that is read the question slowly. It is very critical. You don't move fast. If you move fast, you will have a problem into that. So the first and the most important step is read the question slowly. Okay. Now, once you are reading it slowly, the next step is, if the question is more than three liner, read the last line first. Reading the last line first will give us the context of the question, how the question is working, what the context is. That will be very, very helpful. The next is identify keyword. Every single question in the PMP, every single question has keywords. Your goal has to be identify those keywords, what keywords are, and work into them. Then, at which process group are we currently? Which process group are we in? Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and control? Where are we? Identify that. Are we in predictive life cycle or agile life cycle? And if we cannot identify it, we will automatically consider them a hybrid life cycle. What is your role? Are you a product owner, scrum master? What's your role? Okay, if you don't do anything, all the 6 steps, let's say you put a cross on it and only do this seventh step. That is the reason I put it as a seventh step. If you do only this thing, your entire thing will be there. Elimination technique. Elimination technique says that unless you are 100% sure, you don't move forward. You go through every single option and you try to have a justification why A is wrong, why B is wrong. Like you must have a proper justification why this option is right or why this option is wrong. Once you have that justification, then you move forward. Very critical. Then, of course, doing the root cause analysis really help you as you are solving the question answers. Now, coming to back to the point with you guys. Now, as you are solving question answers, I need you, all of you, I need that you put in your option, give the justification why do you think this answer is right or wrong. You need to give the justification why this answer is right or why this answer is wrong. Okay. We are only right now 12 to 15 people here. So the benefit of having few people is that I can interact with you guys. I can actually ask you what you have done. And if you want to come directly live with me and want to solve with me, and I will give you that opportunity as we move forward, that we can also do. So I haven't done that for a long time. So I'll do that today again. Okay. So you will understand what actually I'm saying into that context. We will start exactly from where we left in the normal coaching call. G, question number 51. Okay, now as we discussed about the elimination technique, Sanjeev, option A, option D, I need you guys to justify why that option is wrong or right. Maybe Vinci, click the link or Satya, click the link or Sanjeev. When you click the link, it will automatically take you to my screen and I want to have a discussion with you. Please click on the link or Amir, maybe you can do that. Click on the link. I want you to come to the screen. I want to have an elimination uh, thing with you, elimination technique exercise with you. Ji, please click, somebody click on the link and let's work into that way. Guys, click on the link I am sharing with you. This link, okay? The link I just shared. Once you click the link, it will bring you to my screen. I'm gonna wait like 30 seconds more to see if you can. I'm also sharing in the WhatsApp group so that if you're unable to do that. Hmm. Okay, so we have Sanjeev and Vinci. Let me give a chance first to Sanjeev, then Vinci. Hi Sanjeev, how are you?
Hello, I'm
Good
good.
to have you. Good to have you. Finally, you are joining. You, Arif, they are saying that finally we are able to join the
I'm
coaching
good.
call. Yeah. Okay, so Sanjeev, this is the question. What does elimination technique mean? Elimination technique mean you need to justify me why, if your answer is A, why A is right, why B, C, D, and wrong. You have to go to all the three options and you have to justify your answer. You got my point?
I'm getting twice all the things. Okay, I'll just correct that later. The, yes, I got your point.
Yeah, justify yourself.
So the last thing which I didn't read correctly, that where you want to show the status of this risk, which document you will be shared. So it will be risk report only. I answered risk register because it was I read in the second line, when risk occurred, they were according to agreed plan, but suddenly another risk is identified. It was
Yeah,
not identified before. So it is
yeah,
basically risk register, but yes, when you have to show it, it will report.
yeah. So you missed the first step of the 7 step formula. That was read the question slowly. And secondly, you did not use elimination technique. Am I right?
Yes,
D is the right answer. D is the right answer. I hope that makes sense to you. And in the next question, we can get work with that. Okay, Sanjeev?
yes,
So, guys, that is the reason why I say elimination technique is the game of the night.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you, Sanjeev. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me give you next question, Vinci. Then I'll get you here. Then Arif, then Satya. Okay, G, please solve this question. G, guys, everybody else put your answers in the chat box. Why do you think the answer is right or wrong? What is the reason behind this thing? I need your answers in the chat box. Why do you think your answer is right or wrong? What justification do you have for your answer? So I am looking forward to that. Why do you think your answer is right or why do you think your answer is wrong? Okay, so let's say Binsi, what do we have here? Hi Binsi, good to have
Hi,
you
hi,
on the
sir.
main screen. Okay, so Binsi,
Yeah, so my answer would be tornado analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Option B, that's because that is the one that usually shows us the severity analysis, I mean, status of the risks.
Okay. So what are the other three tools? As we are discussing elimination technique, we need to know what A is, what C is, what D is. So why not Monte Carlo analysis? What is Monte Carlo analysis? I would love to know that. What is decision tree analysis and what is influence diagram?
Okay, so Monte Carlo analysis is basically giving us a probability of achieving a risk versus the time versus cost. That is mainly for Monte Carlo analysis. And decision tree is basically a decision made on the positive and the negative side of a risk, and
Okay.
then a decision. And
Okay.
influence diagram is a tool used for quantitative risk, but not for severity. That's my understanding.
Okay, I like the way that you identify one keyword and you took that keyword by heart and worked into that. Yeah, that's a good way. But we also should know what other tools and technique are. Like Monte Carlo analysis is more of a simulation. When you have a long data and you want to pause it, then at that purpose we will use Monte Carlo analysis. Influence diagram sees which item has more influence. Okay. Risk as quantitative risk analysis are 5 to 6 tools, so knowing them can really help us. Okay,
Okay.
but your
Okay.
answer is right, sister.
Okay.
Saida, you said D. Always give sister justification. Why D? Okay, thank you, Bensi. Let's solve the next question. Arif, I'll give you chance this time to come to the screen, but first let's solve the question. Okay, now this question is about risk techniques. So that question can be a good one. So let's see what do we have here. Okay, so okay, how are you, Arif?
Good, good. Amar, how are you?
Have you just to give everyone the context? Arif is my student from Australia, so from a long time he is prepared. I don't know why he's not giving exam. First, Arif, tell me that.
Uh, because I'm in middle of moving, basically, I'm moving in 3 weeks. I'm joining this thing now. I'm thinking I should just do it next week because I'm moving in 3 weeks.
Hmm. But you can give exam before going to where are you? Canada or US?
US,
Yes,
Maryland.
I guess you can give exam before coming to the status you have. Let's have
That's
a
what.
discussion. Let's
Yeah.
have a discussion after this, and then
Hmm.
we can work into that.
Yep.
Ahmad, I also need to talk to you why you are saying A because I need justification. Please, in the meanwhile, uh, please give the justification. Why do you think this is the right answer, brother? Arif?
Yeah, I think it's B.
Why?
Because like it could have been they're exploiting the seller, but like B because they're sharing the risk with a friend and he's gonna give that some profit and like if there's any loss, they're gonna share it basically.
Mhm. Okay, why, how it could have been C, D, E, or A? Can you give us the scenario? The same question.
Uh, it's can be mitigating, but it's like it's kind of mitigating the risk if they're not like he's not gonna bear the whole loss that way.
Mm-hmm.
And acceptance would be because there's no as such risk involved, so it's not going to be acceptance. And avoiding, it's not going to be avoiding if there's any loss. He's gonna have some 100%. So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
between. So that's why I was thinking share because he's gonna have it with the friend. With
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So first thing first, if we talk about for mitigate or avoid, it has to be a negative risk. Wherever here it's a positive risk. It's not a negative risk. So in order to be avoid or mitigate, it has to be negative risk. It's an opportunity. You have an opportunity at your hand. We are talking about profit and not loss. Okay, that is the thing. For acceptance to be acceptance, you should not have done anything. For exploiting, now the only thing is basically exploiting and share. In order for option to have to be share, two parties work together. That's what has happened here. In exploiting, you may have appointed the best resource to it, work into that. That could have been a point. Okay, so yeah, sorry, let's have a discussion after the call and see how we can make a plan with it. You have done 180 questions now.
Yes, half of them, not all of them, but
Let's then first complete all 180. Okay, and
hmm.
you are doing on a simulator or you are doing on a Google form?
No, I think you send me a link of the simulator.
Yeah, so let's complete the remaining one because the
Hmm.
last three will be interesting, right, Satya? Last three will be interesting one. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Arif. Thank you very much. Okay, if anyone else, I only have Satya left with me after this one, one question per person. If Ahmad, anyone else can join, here's the link. Okay, so let's do the next question, then I'll take Satya into it. Satya, once you solve this question, I will be needing the justification why, how it could have been other techniques also. And everyone else, please put your answers in the chat box. Okay. Okay, Satya, good to have you. Let's go. Yeah, Satya, go ahead.
So from the question, it's clear that the risk is too high for the organization to keep the work to themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
they're basically giving it to somebody, or like they're buying an insurance, going to a third party.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not in this scenario. They are not avoiding it since they are going forward and giving it to somebody. So
Mm-hmm.
an eliminate way. So it's transferring to a third party. So it's not mitigate, and they're not accepting it because they are not working within the organization to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I'll go with D.
How it would have been avoided?
If they completely, if they do not do the work, or if they don't take over, like do not give it to third party or do by themselves, then
Hmm.
avoid.
Okay. Okay.
Don't do it at all.
Don't do it at all. Okay, so why not acceptance? So once you come to the link, let's have a discussion again. Okay, so why not? Why not acceptance? What
So
was the justice?
if they do it by themselves, say the organization did the work by themselves, or if they accept the risk and go forward and make a plan to work
Mm-hmm.
in response,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that will be accept.
Okay, one more point from my side regarding the acceptance. How, like, in order for it to be have acceptance, you should not take any action. You have actively identified it and worked into that way. Vinci, why do you think it's acceptance?
So here they have accepted it, right? And then he understood that a risk is going to happen, and he is accepting it, and that's why he wanted to buy an insurance.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you what is acceptance. There are two type of acceptance: active acceptance and
And
passive acceptance. And acceptance is always for a reactive risk strategy, not a proactive risk strategy. Let me go back to our acceptance a little bit. How acceptance really occur. So let's say I just bought a car. Okay, acceptance would be, okay, if I am going to get an accident or there is some trigger that my car is getting problem, then I'm gonna get insurance. Okay, what transference will be, I just bought a car, I immediately got a insurance, and now if something happens, whatever it is, it goes to third party. So that's why it is transference. Okay, that's why it is. This is a very critical thing to understand. Both transference and acceptance look like the same thing, but you need to look at, is it a proactive strategy or is it a more of a reactive risk strategy? How we are handling a patent risk and how we are handling a risk, the strategy is defined by that term. And I hope that makes sense to you, right? Thank you.
yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Lata. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, if anyone else want to solve Farid, Farheen, I see you here. Danish Javed, I see you. So if anyone else wants to solve any question with me, they can come to the link I just shared. Also, the same link is also in the group. You can click that link. Okay, so let's go to the next question. You are the project manager of large. You identify the risk. You change the plan. So risk never occur. This is a very important keywords. Never occur. This is avoiding. When you completely eliminated the risk, that now the risk is never occurring. That is avoiding of risk. So, guys, as I promised, we will be doing the 5 question today. We have done 4 question. Now, with this EST coaching call, since there are small people, I will be adding this what we did today, Vinci, to work with together. So that we will doing more of this thing as an adding. Maybe we'll also do the same with the Thursday coaching call. But plan was made to handle it. Yes, plan was made to handle it. And what is avoiding, Satya? Risk is equal to probability into impact. You made the probability zero. Okay, you made the probability zero. That is basically avoiding. You made sure that that risk never actually occur. Changing the plan or making the plan in that way that risk never occur. That is basically avoiding of the risk. I hope that makes sense to you, Satya. Gee, anyone else has any question that they would like to ask? Please, you are more than happy to ask. Guys, one more thing. My batch program is going to start this Friday. So if you would like to join and become certified PMP in the minimum possible time, now we are doing 4 coaching call in a week. Monday EST coaching call, Tuesday 8 p.m. EUE coaching call, then Thursday, and for non batch weekend Saturday also. So see you on Tuesday 8 p.m. coaching call. Thank you very much. And Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Sasriyakal, Nandri, wherever you are, and become PMP. And if you need our help, feel free to join our program. With that, thank you very much and bye bye.